EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right. Out to the right, out to the right. Out to the right.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, 1st down.
Why, Tony?
Play action. Here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively for the breakup, Charvarius Ward. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Now Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Stroud sets up the play action. He'll complete this one to Collins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. They'll look to throw here on first down. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. The Texans hit 9-3 here on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He gets away from one, and he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
On third down, Joyner. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Under.
Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Throwing, Prescott. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Quez Watkins, 63 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. They shakes him off. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked third in the NFL against the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Prescott to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Prescott now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out right at the 25. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and a couple. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cowboys 14, Texans 7.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard.
Kill. Under.
In motion, the tight end. On the run, it's Dowdle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Prescott. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Will Anderson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield. Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Stroud looking to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Here's Stroud.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Play action. Stroud now.
This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Nico Collins
With career touchdown number 70.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Quez Watkins
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And Stroud now to throw.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
2nd and 9.
On play action, Prescott. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken at the 46. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go. Hey! With speed left, speed left. 11, 11, 11. Hey!
Final play of the half, Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins.
And incomplete on the deep ball. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 68 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Quez Watkins, 33 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
66 yards.
And the Texans are back within a score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Here's Prescott.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Hey, kill.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
To the right side and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Stroud to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right.
They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Look the hot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go, let's go.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
Why, Tony?
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Hey, uno. Hey, south. Hey.
Stroud out of the gun here. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Collins. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Hey, uno more. Hey.
Stroud off the play fake. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
On the quick, right?
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
46.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Dances by him.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 176 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hey, kill.
Prescott off play action.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, it took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. He's into space past the 25.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball.
Touchdown, Texans!
Nico Collins
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Prescott. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. At 47, 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20.
Here we go. Why Tony? Hey, Uno. Hey, south.
Stroud. Finding Schultz.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Look the hot.
He's back to throw.
That is caught by Dell.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot. Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins, 55 yards. And the Texans use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46. 46.
Now Dak. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Oh, Prescott stripped. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now a give right side. Joyner. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
11.
Stroud back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, kill.
Here's Dak. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.